And say hi again, Ramzi.
Hello again, Ramzi.
There it is.
See, I do as I'm told.
Yeah, not always. Don't believe it. But because I want to talk, Tina, about in this current real estate market.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of pain out there, dreamers, as you've been trying to get your offers accepted. There are so many buyers for every good listing, it seems.
Yeah.
And that's a topic, Ramzi, you probably, in the mortgage industry, obviously, if they don't get the offer accepted, you haven't got a mortgage written. So I know you're feeling
Amen.
a lot of clients are feeling that pain of 3, 4, 5 offers on every good house.
Well, and having a good mortgage lender means you may have a better chance of getting your offer accepted too. So.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things we're going to bring out. And we invited Scott Fader, our old friend Scott. Scott's the founder of Suits for Soldiers, and we're going to talk a little more about Suits for Soldiers in the next segment. But I know you just closed on a house. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me back.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you. And I know you personally, the house you closed on isn't the first one you guys offered on.
No, we had one, like you're saying, there was multiple offers on the previous one where the people went above the actual appraisal price to get the house.
Yeah.
And that's not unusual. I mean, that's why we're talking about this today, because I know, working with buyers and agents in our office, Paul, what do I do to get my buyer's offers accepted?
Yeah.
And so we want to talk to you about tips to how to get your offer noticed, right? And top of the list, not Ramsey's favorite subject because he's in the mortgage industry, but obviously cash is king, right? When it comes to getting your offer noticed.
Well, it is, but then there are some of the mortgage products that actually even that out. If the product is good enough and the lender is good enough, you can even that out.
As far as cash, too, I want to point one thing out real quick. If you are someone who has cash, but doesn't actually want to use it, so you're getting a mortgage, you can buy the home cash and then pull the cash out with a mortgage under a new delayed financing loan and pull it out very easily even a day after closing.
Wow.
And start the mortgage process.
See?
And that's unusual. Is that a newer thing?
That's another one of those things you don't think of.
Yeah.
That I search for ways to help people stand out there.
And that's a great idea, because getting yourself into your home is your goal.
Sure.
But not necessarily emptying all your money to do it, because at these mortgage rates, they're so cheap. Using somebody else's money to pay off your home and lead that money back into interest-bearing situations or investment situations. It could really be advantageous to use some cash to get yourself into the home, but then pull it back out with a refi. You called it what now?
Delayed financing rule through Fannie Mae, but it's a regular conventional loan.
Yeah.
I've even heard of people pulling money out of a retirement type accounts. I'm not saying I recommend or not, but they have 60 days to get it back. I've heard people do that too. At your own risk. But
and we don't want to put you at risk. I mean, these are all personal decisions, but there are options out there. But that's a great idea. But also just thinking about how to get your offer noticed. Now, we've been in this a long time, Tina.
Yes.
You know that sellers generally prefer conventional financing to FHA financing.
Yeah. But a lot of times it's because they don't know about something like the 203K, which kind of actually evens it out. You don't have to make the repairs.
That's true. Sometimes you could go from a regular FHA product in your offer and you get yourself into a multiple offer situation. You could get yourself into an FHA 203K possibly. But that's hard to do quickly. Isn't it, Ramzi? Hard to do quickly?
It is a little hard to do quickly, and I'd like to dispel a quick myth here. A lot of people think that FHA financing, there's additional repairs above and beyond, let's say, in a conventional. That used to be the case. For the most part, that is a level playing field now. Unfortunately, the impression out there, people still believe it to be true.
Right.
So one big thing I recommend is that if you're getting pre-approved, have your lender call the listing agent and sell the listing agent on your offer.
Yeah.
And why you're such a strong buyer. I offer that to all of my clients, and I say, hey, you made an offer, great. Who's the listing agent? Let me call them and help your offer to stand out.
Well, that's on my list of points here on how to get yourself noticed.
Right, and it really does help. If you have a listing and a lender calls you and says, here's what I've done, here's where I am, here's how long I've been in the business, or if it's even somebody you know, even better, and have dealt with, that's going to make a huge difference.
I might even drop them a basket of wine and fruit or something.
Well,
who knows? I have to go to the extra mile. I'm joking.
Well, I don't know. I'm not opposed to wine and fruit. But the point there is, if you're working with a well-known professional